Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school,
Jordan,
champions.
yeah, they know what it is. All around my town, everything is White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
We shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Belleville West High School. My name is Todd Duke, and we got some boys volleyball action coming your way here this afternoon on the K-Hawk Sports Network as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Maroons of Belleville West High School. And we welcome you into the pregame program brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road there in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We are on a little early, which can only mean one thing. The JV match was over in 2 sets, and unfortunately, Collinsville did not come away victorious in the JV matches. Belleville West took the first set 25-19. Collinsville was actually down 13-9 in that first set. They came back and tied everything up at 15-15, but ended up losing 25-19. Collinsville had an 11-9 lead In the second set, Belleville West came back in that one, tied at 13-13, and then went on to win that one by a final of 25-18. So let's move on to the varsity side of things, where the Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 8-18. They are 1-6 in Southwestern Conference play and are underneath their head coach Mike Nichols, who is in his 5th year as the head coach of Collinsville's boys volleyball program. 41-50 is his record. Belleville West, they are 16-9 coming into tonight's contest. They are 2-5 in Southwestern Conference play. Ryan Sisk is their head coach, and this is his 2nd year in that position, and he has a record of 29-26. Well, the Kahawks snapped their brief 2-game losing streak last night with a 2-set sweep on the road as Collinsville beat the Knights of Metro East Lutheran High School. 25-20, 25-17 were the scores of those 2 sets. The Kahawks suffered back-to-back losses in the Southwestern Conference before rebounding with last night's win. Those 2 losses were straight set losses at Edwardsville High School, and then Tuesday's home loss at the hands of Belleville East that we had for you on the Kahawk Sports Network. Only 2 more Southwestern Conference matches remain on the schedule after tonight's game here at Belleville West 5 days from now versus O'Fallon, and then in less than 2 weeks versus Alton. Both of those are going to be at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, and the Kahawks' lone Southwestern Conference win to this point came at Alton on April the 23rd in a 3-set battle, with 2 of those sets needing extra time to decide. The Maroons enter tonight's home match having already won more matches this year with 16 than last season's total of 13 wins. Belleville West got the better of the Kahawks at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, when the 2 teams met at Collinsville on April the 11th. The Maroons won in straight sets 25-17 and 25-15. After Belleville West handed Collinsville that loss, the Maroons would suffer back-to-back road losses at Edwardsville and Father McGivney, but then Belleville West took off and won their next 8 straight matches, including wins over Alton and Edwardsville. Belleville East ended that 8-match win streak for Belleville West. Since that 8-match streak ended, Belleville West has gone 2-4 and are coming into this match with Collinsville tonight following a 2-set loss to O'Fallon Tuesday night, 25-18 and 25-13. We wrap up our senior interviews for the Kahok boys volleyball program, and we'll do so with number 4, Kenneth Diaz, who plays the right side. So we'll pass along my interview with Mr. Diaz after this timeout on the Chiropractic Works pregame show on the Kahawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays? Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're on the road. Got a little volleyball action coming your way as we are in the big town of Belleville, Belleville West High School more specifically, and we continue our senior interviews with your boys volleyball players, and we've made our way to number 4, Kenneth Diaz, a senior who patrols the right side on the floor. All right, man, Kenneth, thanks for joining us, by the way, and let's start off by learning a little bit about your family. Tell me about your family.
My family, my mom's from Costa Rica and my dad's from Mexico. So they both came here. They're the first ones of our family to be here. So I feel really blessed to be here right now. So I feel like it's a really honor to be here.
How did they meet? Did they meet here in the United States?
Yeah, they made here. About 20 years ago, my dad came on, I think, a bus, but he was fully documented and everything. And my mom came on a dental tour. And then they met in church, and then they came to Missouri, and then moved to Illinois, and now I'm here playing volleyball.
Well, we're glad to have you here, man. You have any brothers or sisters?
Oh, yeah, I have a sister.
Yeah. What does she do? How old? Younger or older?
She's a junior right now. She's, I think, 17.
All right. How about pets? Got any pets?
Yeah, I got a cat, but lives outside and inside at the same time, so it's kind of, it comes and goes.
What's the cat's name?
Luna.
Luna. I like that name. All right, man. Tell us a little bit about your volleyball story. How did you get started in volleyball? When did you get started, and who got you started?
Volleyball, I've always loved playing sand volleyball. Growing up, that was if I was ever going to play a sport, it was ever going to be volleyball or soccer. So, but I chose volleyball. I didn't play my freshman year, but I got into it my sophomore year. And then I broke my collarbone wrestling junior year, so I couldn't play volleyball. But I'm here my senior year to play right side, and we'll have the volleyball experience.
You don't seem to get that much playing time, though.
No, I didn't play my freshman year, so I didn't start till my sophomore year, and then I missed the whole year junior, so I kind of missed a lot of time on the field growing up. So I'm just here now, trying to do my best.
All right, tell me a little bit about why you like volleyball so much.
I like volleyball because it's one of the sports where I actually have fun playing, unlike other sports. I try a lot of sports, but this is the only one where I'm actually excited. I don't feel dread or as much nervousness playing, because it's not all the spotlight's just on me. I feel and it's also a great team bonding experience. I love the people I play with, and it's really fun to meet everyone. And I would say grow up with them, but it's barely my second year playing, so.
Gotcha. All right, let's get to know you a little bit better. This is a category I call My Favorite Things, which is your favorite things. All right, what is your favorite sweet snack?
My favorite sweet snack? Probably sour gummies.
What is your favorite salty snack?
Ooh. Probably like pretzels, but like chocolate covered.
We got sweet and salty there at the same time. All right. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Which one's your favorite?
Ooh, dinner by far.
What is for dinner, and who's doing the cooking of that dinner?
Ooh, probably enchiladas, which are like a Costa Rican specialty where it's like tacos, but it's smothered in sauce and with a bunch of lettuce and all that on top.
Who cooks it, mom or dad?
Mom.
Gotcha. Kind of figured as much anyway. What is your favorite kind of music?
Ooh. I listen to everything, but mostly rap.
Got a favorite group or artist in the rap genre?
Probably Peso Pluma.
Okay. Books or movies? Which is your favorite?
Ooh, movies.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, Searching.
Okay, never heard of that one. If you sports on TV, do you do any watching of sports on TV? And if so, what sport is it?
Soccer.
I kind of figured you were going to say that, though. All right, let's talk about school. What is your favorite class?
Ooh, favorite class? Probably my CNA class, my health occupation class.
What is your least favorite class?
Ooh, probably English.
I get that a lot. You wouldn't believe that. All right. What does the future hold in store for Kenneth Diaz? Man, you're getting ready to graduate, what, next week? What's next for you?
It's actually tomorrow. Oh, no, next week. My last day is tomorrow, but I graduate next week. I'm going to go to SIUE and study to be a dentist.
All right, that's cool. All right, shout out time, man. Who out there would you like to say hi to?
Oh, yeah. Outside, I got to say hi to Saul, Danny, Gabe, and probably Chelly and Tanansi, real ones.
All right, man, your season's winding down. I believe the seeding should be out now, and the playoff schedule will come out tomorrow. Tell me about what you see, what you notice from this team as you guys get ready to head into the playoffs.
I feel like as a young team, we still have like a lot to learn, but in the year that I've joined, I've seen like people who've barely been able to play volleyball like really grow, and I feel like we've really gotten a lot closer.
Kenneth Diaz, thank you for the visit, and good luck in your future, man.
Okay, thank you very much.
That is Kenneth Diaz, number 4 in your program. He plays the right side. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll throw the starters for both Collinsville and Belleville West your way. We'll do that next on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
And once again, we welcome you back here to Belleville West High School. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a Thursday evening. Got some more storms moving through from what I understand a little bit later. It's been a very rainy start to the spring, that's for sure. All right, here we go. We'll get started with some lineups, and we'll begin with Belleville West. We'll have middle hitters. That would be Xavier Cole, a senior, and Miles Liddell, the basketball/volleyball star. Also a senior. Your outside hitters for Belleville West is Josiah Partlow and Brad Fairman. Fairman and Partlow are both seniors. A lot of seniors on this roster, by the way. Your setter is, or excuse me, that was the Lucas Hollis is the other outside hitter. Partlow is the setter. Right side hitter is Spencer Keck, also a senior, and the libero, also a senior in Eli Thornberry. Matter of fact, all of the starters are seniors for Belleville West. For Collinsville, your outside hitters, juniors, Cade Simmons and Evan Wilkinson. Your middle hitters is junior Andrew Balsidis and one Mr. Stanley Carnahan, also a junior. Japal Hudson, a sophomore, is your right side hitter. Colin Walagorski, a sophomore, is your setter. And the libero, once again, is Robbie Freeman for your Collinsville Kahawks, a senior. We are underway. And Collinsville trying to secure that first point. Always a tough task to follow as Belleville West gets the ball over on the far side. Belleville West on the left side of your screen. Collinsville on the right side. Kahawks are here dressed in, of course, a little purple and a little white. All purple for the Kahawks except for Robbie Freeman, who's out there with the white jersey on. And Belleville West on the other side, they're all dressed in black except for their libero. That would be Eli Thornberry, who has on the white jersey. A little maroon mixed in with a little bit of gray for Belleville West as well. There was a nice kill try right in the middle there by Balsidis, and Belleville West had an answer. Now a setup coming from Walagorski. Collinsville gets it over, but it ends up going out of bounds right in front of the Belleville West bench. 2-0 in favor of Belleville West. Hope you enjoyed that interview with Kenneth Diaz. He's a very nice kid. He's very excitable. Collinsville gives up another point. This one was a illegal hit. A little bit of a carry on that one, so quickly 3-0 in favor of the Maroons. Serve into the back, picked up by Freeman. Walagorski sets it up over here on this side for Japal Hudson, and that one was blocked, came back over. Wilkinson got it. Wilkinson gets the third hit as well and sends it over right into the middle. Moved up front, and a big shot there by the big man Xavier Cole. And another point for Belleville West, and that gives them a quick 4-0 lead. Seedings did come out today. Collinsville gets the number 8 seed. Belleville East, as you would expect, running away with things in the Southwestern Conference. They have the number 1 seed. O'Fallon's number 2, Edwardsville's number 3, and Belleville West is number 4. Alton ends up as the 9 seed as Collinsville gets their first point here, and the Kahawks still trail by a score of 4-1. The way they had the seeding set up on the IHSA website, it looks like Collinsville is going to be playing right here at Belleville West for the regionals, but that schedule will come out tomorrow, and as soon as it does, we will post that for you. 4-1 in favor of the Maroons. Collinsville sends it over, but a big block knocked down by Lucas Hollis, and Belleville West extends that lead out to 5-1. Serve coming up now for Thornberry, the libero. Is 91.1% efficiency rate, 15 aces on the year for Thornberry. Well, excuse me, that was actually Wyatt Siegel who went back to serve. Thought it was Thornberry there for a minute. Collinsville picks up another point, 5-2 in favor of Belleville West, and back to serve now for the Kahawks is Andrew Balsedis. And Andrew on the year, 75% success rate serving, 4 aces on the year. Picked up in the back, and the big man once again, Xavier Cole, makes Collinsville pay, man. He can get up there. He's a big dude anyway, as Liddell will come in and take Cole's place. And it's 6-2 now in favor of Belleville West. And there's an outside possibility that Collinsville could play Belleville West in that first matchup in the regionals. We'll find out tomorrow. West gets it, and they'll send it into the back line. No one back there. Closest one to it was Colin Walagorski, and it probably landed about 3 feet behind him. 7-2 in favor of Belleville West. And now Eli Thornberry is going to serve. He does so right in the middle. It's taken care of there by Tonelato. And then over to this side for Simmons. Simmons gets it over and picked up over there by Thornberry and sent back over. Collinsville barely got a hold of that one. Simmons sends it back. Freeman gets it over. Picked up on the back line by Belleville West. Stays over here on this near side, and that one is in bounds. And it's an 8-2 lead in favor of Belleville West. Back to serve, and Simmons handles it to Walagorski. To Carnahan. Carnahan gets a big kill. Collinsville needed that. Cahoks are still down by a score of 8-3. And Lucas Zagorski, the sophomore, back to serve. You heard me say that we finished up our senior interviews with Kenneth Diaz. Austin Zagorski is also a senior on this roster, but I already did a senior interview with Austin during the hockey season, so it's basically the same interview, and I didn't want to do the same interview all over again with the same questions. So, oh, what a big kill there by Miles Liddell. He got some air underneath those sneakers and used every bit of that big right arm to smash that ball down. 9-3 in favor of Belleville West. Back to serve is Spencer Keck. Keck sends it over. Collinsville goes back to work, and there was a double hit off of the right hand and then the left hand there of Walagorski. 10-3 now in favor of Belleville West. Spencer Keck back to serve it up once again. 75% is his success rate on serves with one ace. Oh, what a big block there. Kind of a double block there by Partlow and Miles Liddell. And Belleville West kind of having their way right now, 11-3 in favor of the Maroons. And Spencer Keck back to serve it up once again. He does so. A little lob shot dug out of there by Freeman. Here is Simmons. He'll just touch it over with the left hand. And then over onto the far side. Into the back line it goes, taken care of there by Tonelato. Walagorski sets it up for Simmons off of a partial block, but Belleville West keeps it alive. Here's Liddell. Dug out of there by Tonelato, but he didn't get underneath it far enough to give it any kind of loft, and therefore not a lot of opportunity there on those low line drives for Collinsville to get underneath it. 12-3 in favor of Belleville West. Keck sends another one into the net this time, and 12-4. Collinsville gets one of those points back. Cade Simmons will go back to serve. Simmons on the year, 87.5% success rate, 8 aces on the year from the service category. Cade Simmons leads in kills, by the way, with 60 for Collinsville. And the Cahoks pick up a much-needed point there. Stanley Carnahan leads the team in blocks with 20. Simmons also leads the team in digs with 90. Here is Simmons. He sends it out of bounds, and, well, that was touched. That was going to go out of bounds, and I believe that was Brad Fairman over there who stuck his foot out, and the ball hit his foot, even though it was already out of bounds anyway. But once he touched it, that gives Collinsville a point, and the Cahoks are back to within 6. Well, not anymore. Back to within 7 after Belleville West picks up another quick point. Here is Fairman back to serve now for the Maroons. Fairman, 80.3% success rate with 5 aces. Into the back line it goes, taken care of by Simmons. Walagorski barely got there, but that's going to go out of bounds. And nice try over there by Wilkinson to try to hit that one over the net while he was already basically on the other side of the net. 14-6 now in favor of Belleville West. Here is Fairman with another serve for the Maroons. And that one gets over, taken care of in the middle by Zagorski. And a nice kill try again, and successful for Stanley Carnahan. That's Stanley's second kill here tonight in this first set. As Balsidis checks back in, Carnahan will go to the bench. And back to serve is Robbie Freeman. Freeman, 91.3% success rate. 3 aces, and how about a stuff job there by Balsidis. Collinsville gets a couple of much-needed points here, and it's 14-8 now. Sent over, pushed up front, into the far side. Oh, boy. Lucas Hollis got some air underneath those Nikes and sent that one screaming down, 15-8 in favor of the Maroons. Back to serve, Miles Liddell. Liddell, 90.1% success rate. He's got 10 aces on the year. That's taken care of by Freeman. Waligorski over to Wilkinson. He gets it across, and Liddell pops it up for a little shot over, and taken care of by Collinsville, and then a bigger shot there by Xavier Cole. Man, you see that Xavier Cole kid get up in midair like that. I think everybody's shaking in their tennis shoes on the other side of that court. That thing's probably coming down at you about a good 75 miles an hour. Liddell serves a sinker, and Simmons got underneath it, but it went straight under the net after that. 17-8 now in favor of the Maroons. Liddell serves it up again into the back. Simmons pops it up. Waligorski sets it up into the middle for Balsidis, and Balsidis never got a hand on it. 18-8. Collinsville down by 10. Liddell back with yet another serve. Another sinker. That one's taken care of. Waligorski sets it up for Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the near side off of a partial block. That goes out of bounds. Collinsville will get 1 point back. 18-9. The Maroons have the lead. Colin Waligorski back to serve. 89.6% success rate with 13 aces. Right down the middle it goes. Taken care of there by Thornberry. Pushed over to the far side, and a kill shot that goes too far. Collinsville. 18-10. Down by 8. Another serve by Waligorski. Again, excuse me, right down the middle. And this time, Cole couldn't get that body launched into the air, and his kill attempt went right into the net. So Collinsville with a couple of back-to-back points. And the Kahawks have climbed back to within 7. Waligorski sends another one over. Back line, too far. 19-11. Maroons will serve. Here is Josiah Partlow, the senior right side hitter slash setter. Waligorski sets it up. Balsidis gets it over. And now over on the far side. Partial block over there. Nicely done. Evan Wilkinson picks up his first block of this game. And Collinsville gets a much-needed point. Kahawks still trail by 7, though, and we're getting kind of late in this first set. And here is Miles Tonelato back to serve. Miles on the year, 80.1% success rate with 5 aces. Over onto the far side it goes. Blocked again, and this time it's Japal Hudson with the block. That goes down for a Collinsville point. And the Kahawks back to within 6. Another serve for the Kahawks coming up. Far side sideline taken care of. Now in the middle. Popped over here to the side for a setup. And nice job getting underneath it, but Japal Hudson could not get there in time to get that spinning ball off of the hands of Tonelato. And the 20th point has been captured by Belleville West. They'll make a substitution, and they bring in Wyatt Siegel. Siegel will go back to serve. Siegel right down the middle. Robbie Freeman takes care of it. Waligorski sends it over here for Simmons. Little touch. And that one spins right into the the Maroons bench. So Collinsville gets that point right back. Kahawks still down by 6 late in this first set. Balsidis back to serve for Collinsville. Sends it over. Taken care of on the first hit. Set up over on the far side sideline. Partial block, but Collinsville stays with it. Simmons sends it over to the far side for Hudson. Hudson all the way in the back, but too far. Nice idea because the back line was empty, but he hit it just a little bit too far. Eli Thornberry back to serve now for the Maroons. And Simmons got the first touch on it. Goes into the net. Those are hard to recover from, but Collinsville did a fine job doing that. Here is Cole, he gets it over. And now Carnahan will send the ball over. And a setup in the middle for Cole once again. That actually went off of the shin of Waligorski, but it went straight into the net. Too bad it didn't hit him in the shin and go over the net, because that would have counted. 22-14 in favor of the Maroons. Thornberry with another serve. Out of bounds. Robbie Freeman gives the ball up now for Lucas Zagorski. And the sophomore will go back to serve. He does so. Straight line and an ace. How about that? That was a good time for an ace. Down by 7 now. The Kahawks down by 6. Zagorski. That's into the net. So he gives one away and he takes one right back. Whoop. So the Maroons 2 points away from wrapping up this first set. Collinsville trying to stop that from happening. Here is Spencer Keck, a lob shot for a serve, taken care of by Freeman, and then set up and out of bounds. A little bit too hard there off of the hands of Carnahan, and set point is where the Maroons find themselves. And another serve coming up here for Spencer Keck. Keck, sideline, Zagorski, Waligorski, Simmons, blocked, taken care of on the back by Tonelato. Pushed back over for Simmons, and he just couldn't get there enough. Well, they're going to say that ball hit that candy cane stripe after it left the hand of the Belleville West player close to the net, so Collinsville gets the point, 24-17. Cade Simmons back to serve for the Kahawks. Wilkinson will check back in. He'll take the place of Tonelato. So number 2 goes out. Number 1 comes in. Simmons serves right down the middle. Over onto the far sideline, and it stays over there for the kill attempt, and that one's too far. Collinsville will get another point. And it was a good thing that ball wasn't touched as it was heading out of bounds. 24-18 in favor of Belleville West. Simmons back with another serve for Collinsville. Oh, into the net. That's a tough way to lose, man. Tough way to lose. 25-18 in favor of Belleville West in set number 1. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we will have set number 2 for you. Seems like I remember where this button is. There we go. All right, now a timeout's coming your way. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC. Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville, open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville West High School. Can you tell that the JVers are up here right next to me? They keep on asking me if I'm interrupting the broadcast. I'm like, no, these headsets are pretty well like that. You can't hear a lot of outside noise. Crowd noise just sounds like crowd noise, so it's they're not strong enough to pick up anybody else's conversation. But the camera, though, that's a different story. And Collinsville now facing elimination. So they have to win this one to force a third and final tie-breaking set, and Belleville West gets off with the 1-0 lead. Collinsville never did get a lead in that first set, so they'll try to accomplish that here in the second set and then build off of it if they can. So another serve coming up here for Partlow, and he'll send that one over. Simmons touches it first while Ogorski gets it second, and Wilkinson sends it right over. Into the middle it goes, and then over here to the sideline. Partial block goes out of bounds, and the diving effort by Balsidis comes up a little short, and it's 2-0 in favor of Belleville West. All senior starters. Matter of fact, on their roster, they have all seniors except for one sophomore, and I have yet to see number 7, Aiden Idris, out there on the court, so he might not be on the team anymore. I don't know. Belleville West sends it over. Robbie Freeman sends it up front while Ogorski sets it up into the middle, and that is Jordan Taylor, the 6'5 sophomore, who gets it across. And Collinsville picks up the first points here in the second set, and the Cahoks only trail by 1, 2-1. And the first service comes from Lucas Zagorski here in set number 2 for Collinsville. All the way into the back corner, taken care of by Thornberry. Now pushed over here to the sideline. That hits the pole, and that one's going to belong to Collinsville, and we are tied 2-2. So the Cahoks will try to take their first lead of this match here tonight. Didn't have a lead in the first set, as I mentioned, so trying to do that here in set number 2, and that one's going to go out of bounds. That was a bit of a miss hit there, and Zagorski knew it as soon as he hit it, that it went the wrong direction. 3-2 in favor of Belleville West now. Here is Wyatt Siegel back to serve for the Maroons. Siegel pops it up in the middle. Freeman takes care of it while Ogorski sets it up. Does so for Balsidis, but his ball is just hammered. That almost hit the back wall without even hitting the floor first. Siegel with another serve. Balsidis got a little, just enough of it, and then it's pushed back over by Cole. Collinsville gets it over, and a setup for Cole. Watch out. Oh, Freeman got a hold of it, but that ball is going to end up going out of bounds, and Balsidis couldn't get there in time to save it. 5-2 in favor of the Maroons, and another serve coming up here for Siegel. Little knuckler going on there. Freeman takes care of it while Ogorski to Simmons. Oh, boy. And that one was out of bounds, they say. That was close. Real close. Siegel, his team up 6-2, looking for more. Into the back it goes, and Robbie Freeman and Balsidis miscommunicated with each other, and neither one of them could get to that one, and it's a 5-point lead now for Belleville West. Nothing on the schedule for you tomorrow. We have a busy Saturday for you. We'll be at Kahok Stadium most of the morning and afternoon for the Kahok Invitational Boys Track and Field Meet. And we'll be on the air around 10:30, and we will stay on the air until it ends. No telling when that might be. Could be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. 8-2 now in favor of Belleville West. And another one sent over by Siegel while Ogorski sets it up in the middle for Taylor. Taylor's kill shot is handled in the back. And Collinsville keeps it alive. Taylor gets the third and final hit. And now over on the near sideline, a ball that goes into the net. Collinsville will get the point. And the Kahawks needed that one. Collinsville still trails by 5. Got to stop at the old horse track tomorrow after school and put my bet down for the Kentucky Derby. That also takes place Saturday. I should be out of there in plenty of time to catch the race, though. Simmons back to serve for Collinsville. And he does so. Into the middle. And then sent back over here to this far side, or excuse me, near side, and that one is in bounds. And they're talking about it. Now they give the point to Belleville West. And back to serve is Xavier Cole. Cole doesn't serve that much. Matter of fact, only his second serve all year. And there is Miles Liddell with a big kill shot. 10-3 in favor of the Maroons. And a timeout called by Coach Nichols, and the Collinsville Kahawks will take a timeout as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network. Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahawk games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Once again, we welcome you back to the home of the Maroons, Belleville West High School. Used to be just Belleville High School, and then they got the Belleville East going in there as well back in the 60s. And the two schools have been fierce rivals ever since. 10-3 in favor of the Maroons, and that one from Cole goes into the net. And Collinsville gets a much-needed point. Kahawks trail by 6. Lost the first set, 25-18. So they're trying to battle back here in the second set to send us to a third and final tiebreaker set. Belleville West, by the way, is 5-0 versus Collinsville in boys volleyball. All of them have been straight set sweeps except for last year. Last year, Collinsville took care of the first set, 25-23. That was a game that was played here in early May, but then Belleville West got the next two sets, 25-16 and 25-20. Teams have not met in the postseason, but that might change this year. We'll have to see when that schedule comes out tomorrow. Kate Simmons is back to serve. A little bit of a delay going on down there. Now, conversation with the judge in front of the scorer's table, and Ryan Sisk, the head coach for Belleville West, and now Mike Nichols is going to go down there and join the conversation as well. I do not know what they're talking about. Excuse me. Are we done? Are we finished? Are we here? Are we good? I guess we're good. Simmons serves. Does so in the middle. Over to the near sideline. Stays over there. And a big pop shot off of the hands of Simmons and sent over by Hudson on the second shot. Belleville West, a partial block. And that one ends up going out of bounds. And Collinsville will get the point. So the Kahawks have cut the lead in half, 10-5. Another serve coming up here for Simmons. Simmons ready to go. And a setup for Liddell, and they left him just a little bit too far, but The Maroons keep it alive, and they'll send it over. Freeman to Simmons to Hudson. Hudson gets it over. And another setup for Liddell, and this time he finds an empty spot in the floor for a kill. And it's 11-5 in favor of the Maroons. Spencer Keck back to serve for West. Popped up into the middle. Freeman touches it first to Simmons to Carnahan. Carnahan gets it over, taken care of by Thornberry to libero. Thornberry will then send it over on the third shot. Simmons pops it up. Freeman trying to set up Hudson. Off of a block partially by Thornberry, and then it goes backwards off of him, and Collinsville picks up point number 6. Kahawks back to within 5 again. Tonelato will come on. He'll take the place of, is that Jesse Scroggins? It's the first time I've ever said his name, I believe. Tonelato back to serve. And now we have a timeout for a little shoe tying. Carnahan. Carnahan wears number 22 at home and 24 on the road. He's the only one that has different jerseys for home and away. Now Simmons is going to help him tie his shoe. Everybody's getting a big laugh out of that. When's the last time Stanley needed help tying his shoe? Oh, big kill shot over on the far side by Brad Fairman. And he got some air. And for his troubles, Fairman will go back to serve. 12-6 in favor of West. Fairman serves, taken care of by Wilkinson. Hudson gets a nice setup from Simmons, ends up going in front of the Belleville West bench, and now Fairman gets it over. Freeman to Simmons, and nice job there by Evan Wilkinson to get that over a close-up to the net. Kill shot by Liddell, and that goes out of bounds. Collinsville will get that point back. 12-7, West with the lead. Robbie Freeman will go back to serve. Carnahan goes to the bench. Jordan Taylor comes in to take his place. Freeman gets it over, popped up in the middle, and set up right back to where it came from, and that one's too far. Collinsville will take it, 12-8. Another serve coming up here for Robbie Freeman. Freeman sends a line drive over and a setup for Liddell, and that is off of the hands of Tonelato and goes all the way back off the back wall. Point belongs to Belleville West, 13-8. Thornberry back to serve for the Maroons. Wilkinson gets first touch. Simmons sets it up behind him for Hudson. Partial block. Collinsville stays with it, though, and gets it over. And now Thornberry sets it up into the middle, in the back line, and it hits the head of Tonelato. He was trying to get out of the way of it because he thought it was going to go out of bounds. I don't think it was going to go out of bounds anyway. But that's what you call add an insult to injury there. 14-8. Maroons have the lead. Thornberry back to serve it up again. Into the back, Tonelato to Simmons to Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it over. And a setup over on the far side for Siegel. Blocked out over there. Nicely done by Taylor. Picks up his first block of the night. Hudson will go out. Waligorski will come in and serve. 14-9 in favor of the Maroons. That one right down the middle. Setup over on the far side again for Siegel, and that point belongs to the Maroons. 15-9. Maroons up by 6. And Partlow sends it over, taken care of by Tornolato, and then almost a little miscommunication, but Collinsville gets it over on the second try. And another partial block up front, taken care of by the Maroons. Over on the far side, Cole got a hand on it, but they end up knocking it out of bounds, and Collinsville will pick up point number 10. Kahok's trail by 5. Zagorski, that would be Lucas, will check back in for Wilkinson. Balsidis, he'll check in for Tonelato. Zagorski back to serve. The sophomore sends it over. Taken care of, but stayed pretty much where it was hit. And then the Maroons get it over. Zagorski to Walagorski and sent over by Taylor. Now Belleville West back to work. Cole off of the shoulder of Robbie Freeman. And that has to hurt just a little bit anyway. Siegel back to serve now for West. Siegel sends it over, and Freeman to Balsidis. He gets it over. Set up into the middle. No, they're going to go on the sideline, and a partial block, but Collinsville is going to get the point as that one was hit too many times, say the referees. 16-11, Collinsville hanging tough, man, down by 5, but we're getting kind of late in this game. Here is Jordan Taylor back to serve. Taylor's only had 12 serves on the year. Coming into this one. Oh, what a block, but Belleville West stays with it, and they try to save it from going out of bounds. They can't. Collinsville will get the much-needed point, and the Kahawks all of a sudden within 4. Taylor back to serve again. Taylor looking for his first ace. This would be a grand time for it. All the way in the back. Thornberry pops it up. Set up for Cole right in the middle. Watch out. Oh, block nicely done there by Carnahan. And another block by Carnahan. Carnahan gets it over. Almost got the kill. That almost found an empty spot. And then Cole comes over and takes care of the point. Didn't get the usual 90-mile-an-hour kill shot, but nonetheless, it finds an empty spot, and now Cole will go back to serve. Cole just barely gets it across the net. Freeman pops it up, and now Freeman's got to get it over. He does so. A little miscommunication again by the Kahawks. Here is Liddell. Nice save onto the back line by Zagorski. Sent over here for Balsidis. He'll send it over to Cole. Cole pops it up and set up over on the far side. Blocked once again by Carnahan, but this time it stays on his side of the net. And it's 18-12 now in favor of the Maroons. Cole back to serve again. That's too far. Collinsville will get that point right back. Kahawks down by 5 again. Got to stem the tide here. Simmons back to serve. Into the middle. And set up over on the far side. Shoved across by Fairman. Collinsville takes care of it. Carnahan with a big kill. Carnahan's third kill here tonight. And the Kahawks back to within 4. Simmons. Ready for another serve. Little spinning action. Thornberry takes care of it for Liddell. Oh, what another big block there by Carnahan. That one counts for a point, and the Kahawks are back to within 3. Simmons pops it up onto the back line and then sent over here to the near side, and that hits the pole. Collinsville gets another point, and the Kahawks back to within 2. Timeout on the floor by Belleville West. We will step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Collinsville has climbed back into this one. Kahok's only trail by 2 as they look to take this second set to force a third and final tie-breaking set. Here is Simmons with the serve, taken care of by Thornberry. Set up in the middle for Liddell. Oh boy, that was popped straight up off of the arm of Zagorski. Now Zagorski has to get it over. He does so. Liddell's the first one to touch it. He'll get it right back, and Collinsville will answer. Hudson sends it over, and Collinsville gets the point, and the Kahoks are back to within 1. Simmons and his Kahoks trying to tie this thing up. Will Odom off the JV squad checks into the game for Belleville West. Simmons serves right in the middle, picked up by Thornberry. Set up over onto the far side and a partial block. Collinsville stays with it though. Simmons pops it up for Hudson. Hudson with a big kill, but it's out of bounds. Collinsville almost came back and tied this thing up. Odom back to serve now for the Maroons. He does so. Freeman gets underneath it. Carnahan gets the second hit, but sends it into the Kahok bench. And Belleville West gets that 20th point. Odom back to serve. Nice low line drive shot. And, whoa, what a nice try there by Liddell, and an even nicer try by Collinsville, but that ball ends up going over in front of the scorer's table and actually was on the other side of the net before Balsidis could get there. Odom, another serve for the Maroons. 21-17. Taken care of by Zagorski, sent over by Hudson. And now Liddell goes for the kill, and it is out of bounds, and Collinsville gets one of those back. Kahawks trail by 3 late in this second set. Balsidis will go back to serve. Wilkinson will come and check into the game. Zagorski to the bench. Balsidis sends a nice line drive over. Set up for Liddell, and Liddell got some air underneath, and that ball just went straight down. 22-18. West still in front. Back to serve, Brad Fairman for West. Fairman sends it over in the middle. Freeman picks it up. And Hudson almost left his post there because he thought it was going to get set up over on the far or on the near side. Freeman saves that one, and a nice diving try there by Tonelato, but he just couldn't get there. And the Maroons now stretch that lead back out to 5. Collinsville has 18 points. That's what they ended up that first set with Belleville West winning 25-18. That one comes across. Freeman picks it up. And it almost went over the net, but to make sure it didn't go over the net, Liddell was there, and now the Maroons are playing for match point. Fairman with another serve. Freeman pops it up. Simmons sets it up behind him for Hudson. Nice kill try there. And a nicer save over on the other side by Belleville West. And the Maroons get it over. Here is Freeman to Hudson. Hudson has that one blocked. Collinsville's got to get it over now. And they do so. Nicely done there by Tonelato on that last one. And then another block. And that's going to do it. Ended up blocked out of bounds. And Collinsville loses both sets here tonight by the same score of 25-18. Collinsville, give them some credit, man. They tried the big, valiant comeback effort in that second set, but it was just a little bit too late. And Belleville West ends up taking the sweep by the final score of 2-0. Time for the postgame program brought to you by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great service, is served up daily by LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street is where you'll find them. You can give them a call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007. The post-game show brought to you by LC's Pub comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Collinsville gets swept here tonight in both JV action and varsity action. The JVers lost 25-19, 25-18, and the varsity squad lost both of their sets by the same score of 25-18. And joining us now is Brenna Swartz, the assistant to Mike Nichols on the varsity side and the head coach of the JV team. And how are you?
Pretty good. A little tired, though.
Yeah, it happens this time of year, man.
Yeah.
You get that short-timers attitude. We talked about that on the way in here.
Yeah.
All right, so I digress. All right, let's talk about your JVers there for a little bit. You guys were down 13-9 in that first set. You came all the way back and tied it 15-15, but still fell. I like the fight of your JV guys. They don't quit.
Yeah. We just need to start off a little bit stronger in the beginning, and then I think those kind of games situations would be a little bit better and avoided, but it is what it is, and they definitely played hard tonight.
You guys actually had a lead in that second set of 11-9, and then Belleville West did the comeback. They tied it up 13-13 before they ended up winning that one 25-18. I know you don't like to lose whatsoever, but it's even tougher when you had a lead and then it slips away from you.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's one of those things that just comes with being in sports and comes with coaching.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to the varsity side. Very tough when the whole entire varsity roster for the other team is nothing but seniors.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got some good ones, man. I'll tell you what, that Xavier Cole, that big number 1 there in the middle, that dude, he's big and he can jump. And when he's in midair, I would not want to be underneath that shot.
I wouldn't either, to be honest. So they went out there, they did their best. We actually threw a completely different lineup in for the second set that we had never done before. So it was one of those things where we take a risk, and if it pays off, awesome. If it doesn't, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you guys were down, never led in the varsity side of things, but you came back, you got it closer. It was 18-15, then 18-16, then 18-17. You got it to within 1 point, and then things just didn't go that direction that you needed them to.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
But they did a very good job of adjusting to that new rotation and being in different positions and different spots, and we really switched it up on them, but I thought they did great.
Yeah, I thought they did too. All right, so the seedings came out. You guys got the number 8 seed in the playoffs that are upcoming, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are going to be playing here. Kind of what it looks like is according to the IHSA site anyway, because they have all you guys listed down underneath Belleville West, and the other ones were under Granite City, so I'm just assuming from that it's going to be here. You guys might have to actually play Belleville West in that first playoff game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, somebody that makes a lot more money than I do gets to make those kinds of decisions. All right, dear, so you guys are off until Monday when you have a home game versus Alton Marquette. What's going to be the focus on practices leading up to that game?
Going for everything and not giving up on the ball. I think, especially for JV, we had a lot of communication errors, and pretty much that hands them a point, and so we don't want to do that. So whatever we can work on in practice to get rid of that and just not even have it as an option.
All right, my dear. Thank you very much. You have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you too.
All right, that is Brenna Swartz, the assistant coach for Mike Nichols on the varsity side and the head coach of the JV side, as Collinsville loses both sets on both levels tonight, JV and varsity, and that is going to do it for us. We are off tomorrow. We'll be with you most of the day on Saturday from Kahok Stadium in the Kahok Track and Field Meet Boys Invitational, and we'll be on the air around 10:30 on Saturday morning. The field events get underway at 10 o'clock, so we're going to go over there and try to record some of that before we come back over to the stadium and get things going on at 10:30, and then the track portion of that meet will start at 10:45. Myself and Zach Roseman will handle the coverage of that one for you. A big thank you to young Mr. Kenneth Diaz, the 6'2 senior right side hitter, for joining us in the pregame show. And another big thank you to Brenna Swartz joining us in the postgame program. My name is Todd Duke, and until Saturday, everyone have a fantastic rest of your Thursday.